Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to From the Depths with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome to a nearly finished version of the ship we were so desperately trying to build in the previous episode, when I really should have been focusing on fortifying our home base, not realising upon the destruction of the original building we actually lost the game. If I knew that, I think I would have done a little bit better, although I did sort of regret putting it on the harder difficulty, but we will be doing that again. We will be keeping the harder difficulty, they will be spawning in quickly, and off camera in the sandbox mode whilst that last video rendered, I had a little bit of fun finishing off the ship. So it's a regular ship, it does focus on broadside, although it has a really simple flak cannon and a really simple set of cruise missiles at the back. And honestly, I am pretty happy with it, considering it costs around about 30,000 resource, making it incredibly cheap for a regular campaign. And I've even dedicated it to the Plague God himself, the god of decay, horror, entropy, and all that good stuff, Nurgle himself. So, we're going to be getting right back into the campaign. Let's try that again, but this time focusing on trying to make sure our home base is protected, so we can see some more of the Halloween vehicles. And yes, I am aware this is probably being uploaded after Halloween. The last video I had to render 3 times because of the changing colours and the waves being so aggressive. YouTube absolutely hated it, and every time I uploaded it, it looked absolutely terrible. From the shadows, here we go again, and a bit of a spoiler about one of the enemy ships. I've been trying to ignore those as much as possible. So once again, we'll keep everything the same, except for we are going for centralised resources just to make things a little bit faster. And we are upping the enemy growth factor to ×2 yet again, meaning we have less time to protect ourselves than usual. So we've been through all this before. This time around, I am still going to go with some missiles, I am still going to spawn in the satellites, but I'm not going to spawn in the interceptors. What I really need to do is make this better protected. At the moment, it's mostly made out of wood, with a little bit of metal around the outside, which isn't really that good, and by not really that good, it's absolutely terrible. So, the first thing I want to do is actually move the AI. I do not like it being so vulnerable up here, so what we're going to do is we'll place it down here, which we're going to rework very soon to a protected back section. So let's just attach it to that. We'll change the wood for metal right now, and then we'll keep on protecting it more and more like that. Whoopsie-daisy, like that, so it's actually protected. And yes, my laugh then was somewhat, honestly, like a sheep barring. But let's ignore that, pretend I wasn't a goat for a moment there. Ahem. Ooh, this version is now obsolete, so this is an older build they've just restyled. Actually, I did recognise this. I think this is from one of the traditional campaigns, although for the life of me, I couldn't tell you which one. Detection systems, don't really need them. It seems to be working out alright. I mean, actually... Oh my lord. This thing doesn't have detection systems. I just assumed it would have because it's gave us all these things. No wonder we lost! Oh my lord, the last time we fought then, we were fighting without the capability to see our targets with our fortress. The only thing we had to fight with was the 2 interceptors, not even the weapons we have on here. I mean, honestly, we probably would have lost any... See, now I've said all that, now I've had a little rant. We do have a general purpose processing unit, which isn't being used, so yeah, I was correct then. There is no form of detection system currently on this ship. Well, that's not very good now, is it? And the final thing, of course, would be just that. That's all that was up here. Yes, okay. Sorry if my speech is a little bit off at the moment. I'm rather tired. It's been a very weird set of weeks. Lots of travelling, lots of seeing family, and lots of just weird things happening around the apartment. Our oven broke for the 2nd time, which had to be repaired, so I lost a whole day of work for that. Our internet has only just now started to work properly again, and everything like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will convert this whole section here, goodbye that turret, into a missile silo. I will convert up here into a turret, and then down there I will just try to protect as much as possible. I think that is completely reasonable. At least I hope it is. If it's not reasonable, then I do apologise, but unreasonableness is happening. Let's go green. There we are. It just looks slightly brighter than it was before. I mean, it's not really what I was going for. Is that ammunition? The ammunition storage was underneath the AI. Oh. Ammo magazine. It actually says so right here. Okay, they give us a really bad starting fortress. Well, not really bad, let's not be cruel here, but certainly not something I particularly wish to use as a main form of defense. Okay, so let's get rid of all of this ammo, let's put it somewhere else in a nice box, possibly underwater, where it won't get explodey, although it may get slightly damp, so hopefully gunpowder doesn't react badly to being wet, I say very, very sarcastically. Okay, you can go away. Ammo customizer. That was the shell we were using? Yeah, no, that is... I mean, it's okay for a small shell, but not something I'd particularly want to use myself. Which is pretty much the theme I'm kind of going with here. Not something I'd want to use myself. Okay, so, missiles, controller. Yeah, let's put this all the way down here so we can protect it. Didn't mean to mirror that, honestly. Connectors go up. Let's put them up to this section up here. The now luminescent green section, which is hurting my sodding eyes. Okay, you can go away. Look! Okay, it's still hurting my eye. Okay, we could change the orange just whilst building so I can see what I'm doing. This is how it normally looks. I'm sorry to ruin the illusion. I will put it back to being orange afterwards, but right now I just can't see what I'm doing. Then just fill this. Sure, why not? I'm trying to build in a very rushed fashion, and all of these can be missiles. That seems pretty good to me. There we are, a set of delicious missiles. You can tell they're delicious because I don't really know where I was going with that. Missiles are apparently delicious. They taste of cranberries if you like them. If you don't, then they taste like your favourite fruit. If you do not like any fruit whatsoever, I would say expand your horizons, but it tastes like your favourite fast food / junk food, yay for the modern era. There we are, and you go there, you go there, you there, you there, you there, you there, you there. See, this is why I don't normally record whilst I'm trying to build, because I end up waffling about the most worthless stuff. Really, I should have them all facing the same way, and I should have them facing this way, because that would just make them a lot easier and wouldn't make them all flip when they fired. But I kind of like them looking like this, so I will take the hit. Active radar seekers will go for double frag. In fact, we'll go for triple frag, because we don't need the one-turn element at the moment, because this doesn't act on such a small scope. Because I don't think it does. I don't think it does. Okay, fragment minimum. Slightly less than minimum for effect, slightly less than minimum for effect again. You can become fuel because we're moving all of this around because I want the fins at the back because someone once told me that's the best way of doing things and I don't question authority as much as I should do. You become fuel, so do you. Variable thrusters go no. Yeah, slightly less. Yeah, let's go with slow moving missiles to be a little bit more effective in terms of their fuel consumption. Staggered fire, I will actually allow mirror, except for I didn't mean to mirror it like that. Actually, mirror mode won't work here at all because of how we put this stuff. And I do need to identify friend or foe, otherwise they will start going for me. Okay, we have no ammunition storage, so after we fire this, we can't test again, so let's just make sure they all fire correctly. Much better than last time. Okay, the missile silo is now online, so in case people wanted to know how to make missiles, that is how. The missile gantry is all there, the missile launchers are all there, All we need to do now is set up the connection. Local weapon controller, yes please, put it there. And the receiver goes there. In this tiny little, mostly wooden silo. That is a lot of cost there for very little protection. Okay, we still can't see the enemy, which is very, very annoying, but we can focus on that last. Okay, next thing then. What do I have in my sub-objects in terms of weapons? Okay, I have this. This is what I ended up putting on my small ship, the Nurgle's Rot, but that's not a particularly good one. Something like... Ooh, actually, I know which one would be good. If I can figure out which one it is. Is it you? Yes, that is the Khan's original turret. Now, this isn't even the finalised version, but it does come equipped with missiles, and it's actually the perfect size to be put on top of here, so that's fine. It's also all condensed inside. What were these missiles, anyway? Oh yeah, they were the original missile section. That's just going to be removed completely. So let's scrap that for material. Then we'll put down the turret, because that's an easy turret to put down and should do okay. That's from the Khan battle tank, which, as opposed to the friendly hug tank. The tank from the Ashes of the Empire season, the first vehicle I ever put down, which has a armor-piercing turret. Well, saying that, I actually have no form of ammunition processor anymore, so who knows exactly what it is right now. Ooh, look at that! You see, this is why the last video may have looked quite low quality, because I had to focus on making sure that moving sections of the video had as much quality as possible. That can go there. That is now worshipping corn. Excellent. A bit of corn worship is always a good thing. Said acolytes of the blood god himself. Now, if I were a connection piece, which I'm after, I would be located here. Okay. I knew that. So it's right at the end. Ooh, right next to this piece of wood. That's good for local weapon controller being protected by a single piece of wood. That seems good. That seems like it will never hurt us at all. Failsafe goes there. You can go to max. Excellent. All of you are good. That is fantastic and wonderful. And okay. We have a turret, we have missiles, although the turret was kind of cheated in and looks really, really weird. Saying that, most things here look really, really weird. So, the next thing then we'll want is to have advanced cannons. We need the ammunition controller. Just put this down here for now, don't really care. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We actually wanted 5, so I was a little bit off there. Actually, no, do we? That's a 200mm cannon. Yes, we want this much. And the end will be this. I always mispronounce that and people get very angry at me, so I'm not going to try. And then the rest will be... I actually forgot. How do I have the Khan set up? Is it like this? This is a kinetic damage of 5k, armor piercing of 40. That's actually way too much armor piercing. However, the speed is also very quick. This will slow the speed but massively increase the kinetic damage, a slight sacrifice in armor piercing. I think that will do. We could add a bit more in terms of the warhead, so it's less affected by gravity and air resistance and stuff like that, but I can't be bothered right now. Okay, so next, look inside the turret. It's actually a very badly done turret. This is not a good example of how you should do turrets. It was purposefully designed to be a little bit weak because it was meant to be a weak-ish tank to start off the season. It turns out, of course, that the Dustwind Gypsies were actually very, very weak. So, yeah. Next, we need our ammo section. So the AI is going to go back there, so I would like ammunition to be away from everything else. We'll start putting it down here, like so. My lord, look at that, looks terrifying. Well done to From the Depths, though, for doing a really cool event. The Easter one was it no, it's the April Fool's one. The April Fool's event, because I can do the words well, it's not like I'm paid to speak or anything. The April Fool's event was actually really good. I loved all the different designs, and I actually had all of the designs showcased. I might do that for the end of the Halloween one. I know it's after Halloween, I'm going to have to keep saying that because otherwise people will keep yelling at me about, oh, but Lathrix, you've already missed Halloween. I know I have, because I'm a dum-dum. Okay, we're just going to hope that we're always facing that way away from the enemy, and if we have some spare engine power, I'll add some shields later. But what I was going to say is we could always go and look at all the designs after we've... Not quite what I was after there, thanks guys. After we've done with this campaign. Because we're probably going to miss some of them. I can't imagine we'll see every single design. Saying that, I don't really know how many designs there are. I've purposefully kept it quite vague, so I don't really know. That's metal on that side, metal on that side. Only one layer of armor here, though, so if it hits here, that's going up. But that is a grand total of 6,300 armor, ammunition. That'll probably be just about enough to keep both of those weapons going, so if you want anything else, well, we're going to have to sacrifice some space and add some more armor, some more ammunition. Once again, normally where I don't record while I'm building, but I'm in a very chatty mood. I'm in a very weird mood, so why not? If you like me talking, give this video a thumbs up. If you hate me talking, give this video a thumbs up. I mean, you could actually do that, it wouldn't hurt. Okay, metal box of happiness at the back, which is holding the AI. We have ammunition, we have material storage, which is kind of worthless considering we're doing centralized resource. We have 3,000 resource left. What else do we need to do? We could... Oh wow, I know what I should have done. I should have done this at the very start, and yes, it did kind of sound like I was a dog then saying bow wow. I should have added these earlier, because this is not harvesting this resource zone at its maximum potential. Now it is, because now the zone is going down in maximum material, so I'm harvesting as fast as I can until that goes back, because I think they fixed the thing where you can keep on adding more and more to that, and you'll just get more resource even though it's completely empty. What am I missing? What am I missing? Oh, yes, actually, that's a good idea. Need to auto-adjust those. These are actually now part of the detection system, because right now we simply do not have that. Let's just put them on the front. We could destroy this turret. It's explosive and it's worrying, and it'll probably do very little good for us. I'll keep it because it's a free weapon that's already been designed. Keeping free weapons is good. So II, attach to the bottom. The reason why I've added it so much like this is because then I can go and add some general purpose processing units. And then detection, I am being really bad with this. I'm being very, very lazy. Laser finder and... Did I already add a radar? No. Okay, these are going to get in each other's way horribly. Do not do this if you are trying to build seriously. Just don't do it. Don't listen to Lathrix. Lathrix is a terrible example of how to play this game. Occasionally he builds good things, but not very often. Normally they are just not fantastic. This needs to be more protected, obviously, because if this gets destroyed, we can't reload our cannon. So just give it a quick barrier like this. You must have this much armor piercing to hurt this thing. Good, good, good. The engines are really vulnerable as well, so let's strap on some metal here, some strapping metal. Alrighty then, we have a cannon, we have a missile silo, we have ammunition, we have an AI, we have a really badly placed set of detection systems, although we do also have this over here. You know what I'm missing? Oh my lord, I'm missing something really, really massive. One thing you must always remember to do is not listen to Lathrix, but after you have made sure that Lathrix is not being listened to, you really need a detector. That is something which is, if you're going to listen to Lathrix about anything today, listen to that. You need to add a detector, otherwise you can't detect the enemy to begin with. I'm also probably nowhere near, and I probably don't have enough general purpose processing units at the moment. Come on. Yeah, I just did that. No one saw what I just did. I just placed the correct item completely. You can't look backwards anyway, can you? So that's fine. We'll add a couple of those around the place, and now I'm just going... Did I have mirror mode on that entire time? Did I build... Yep, I built things in the water. All of that was just mirrored into the water. Fantastic. So I'm going to go about making sure the detection system's working okay, just averaging everything out, and then I'll be right back, hopefully when the enemy come, or I have something unique to say other than just this deranged waffle. Deranged waffle without even in any syrup. Well, that didn't take too long, did it? We're already against some enemies. We have the Bone Zone, the Candy Corn Cruiser, the Nuco Lantern, and the Headless Swimmer, versus my small fortress and a satellite with no weaponry. Because, honestly, weaponized satellites are overpowered as hell in this game. Well, let's just wait until they spawn in, I guess. And so the battle begins. To start off with, it seems like we are fighting the Headless Swimmer and the Nuco Cruiser. Is it the Nuco Cruiser or just the Nuke Cruiser? It doesn't matter. It's a jack-o'-lantern, so of course it's the Nuco. And yep, it does have nukes on the inside, so that's probably a melee combatant which will instantly detonate upon hitting the enemy. And then we have that. Okay, that's kind of awesome. The Headless Swimmer is a cram cannon on a headless body. Sure. Okay, we have hit the enemy with one of the shots from the Khan's cannon, and the second one detonates it. The missiles are now going towards the Headless, and yes, thank you very much. That was better. Oh, wow. Look at that. Hello, sir. I very much appreciate the face, and I'm guessing you have jets on the inside? No, you have the smoke? I didn't know the smoke generators actually made a fire effect. I thought it was just pure smoke. Ooh, I wonder what that is. Maybe that's something I don't know what it is. I mean, I thought it was the smoke detector, but apparently not. And one of the missiles which were going for the other enemy have now hit this, and look at all those glorious fragments. You see, that's more like it. This is how it should be done, and I'm sorry to the people who get very annoyed when I do very well, especially with missiles. I understand, it's annoying, but sometimes it's good to win. Especially when you're the one winning. Although, maybe I should have allowed them all to spawn in at once. Maybe that would have been better. Oh well, missiles. I wonder if they'll have any submarines. Oh, look, they even have the bones on the underside. I guess that also acts as a kind of keel, along with fortifying the bottom. Oh, it's mostly made out of wood. I was wondering why it was dying so easily. I mean, missiles are good, but they're not that good, especially damage-wise. Honestly, the biggest bonus of missiles is you can fire them instantly as soon as the battle starts, and there's very little you can do to stop them, unless you dedicate a lot to stop them. The last one is the Candy Corn Cruiser. Okay, stop. Ignore salvage. We're just wasting ammo now. Just allow it to destroy itself. Okay, pause time. The candy corn is made. Yeah, it's candy corn. That is definitely candy corn. Ooh. Still got a lot of wood, but not as much as last time. That's really nice. I like how they've done the weapons. Maybe you're an anti-missile weapon? You could be. I'm actually a little bit nervous about that if that's the case. No, you seem to be a regular turret, so never mind what I was saying. Either way, though, this has the potential of having quite a lot of firepower.
Taking command.
I was really hoping one of our shots would hit first there. And straight through the ammo of the enemy. The armor of the enemy. Yep, we don't have our ammo at the moment, so I did far less than I was hoping, and you know what? I would like to apologise. This cram cannon has killed several enemies now and is actually doing really well, so I do apologise for thinking the cram cannon was so worthless. It's now also holding some of our AI so we can see the enemy. Well, the detection elements anyway. Why is the cannon not firing our cannon? What happened? Oh, that is really, really bad building by me. I forgot completely about that. It's got stuck on this section over here. Well, this might end up detonating the fuel refinery, but if it means we can fire more often, then, well, maybe it's worth it. Oh, come on. We're doing so well. We actually need to remove the fuel refinery, otherwise it's going to detonate because I've just removed its piping. There we go. And now we go back to this. The other one's fine. That can just continue doing what it was doing before. There we are. That's it. You go and fire. Oh no. Come on, we can win this. It is sinking. It is sinking. Come on, you can do it. Remember, you are the Khan. Superimposed on the body of this fortress. The problem is it can't really fire underwater, considering it was built as a land tank weapon. Although, the enemy is tipping so much now it can't fire. Remember, the enemies are meant to be easy in this campaign. It's just going to be high numbers of them. You okay turning all the way around? Just make sure nothing down here is going to detonate. No, it's fine. And it's actually cooling down, so I imagine it was actually getting ready to detonate beforehand when we removed the only ability to get the dangerous gas out. Uh-oh. Oh, thank the Dark Lords, that one missed. We need more ammunition, or we need ammunition processors. Actually, that's exactly what we need. It's expensive, but I think it will be worth it. So ammunition processors can go down here for now. And we'll make those neat later. There we are, cruiser missiles online. Hello! Maybe we could have fitted the Angron's tank. The Angron's turret. Just for reference, I have been, like, up for about 14-15 hours at this point, so this is tired Lathrix holding the reins right now. Yeah, ammunition processors, very expensive, but, well, consistent missile firing. Thank you very much, we'll be taking your resource, and battle ended! We won! And with that, I am actually going to call this episode. Like I say, I'm trying to make these rather quick, rather snippy little videos, which I'm going to post fairly quickly together. So I hope you enjoy the video. If you have, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that From the Depths is a series you wish to see continued in the future. Now, I would like to mention that if this series is popular enough, gets enough likes, enough views, I will definitely try to finish the Halloween campaign, or at least get to the 10-hour mark, because apparently that's the on-par time, since this looks more like a gauntlet than anything else, rather than just a matter of keep on going and kill the main enemy. In fact, I don't even know how you win this, if you can. So yes, you can defeat the enemy, and this is really what I should have looked at to begin with. So the enemy are here. As you can see, we can in fact destroy the enemy shadow portals to win this campaign. But I will only continue this campaign if it really gets enough attention, because I've already spent a lot of time on the Ashes of Empire campaign, which I'm trying to finish as well, so we'll see. Now don't worry, if this is popular enough to continue, I won't divert time from Ashes of the Empire. I've already kind of booked time this week into recording it, and that's going to stay as Ashes of the Empire time. This will be a little pet project on the side in my spare time, if people like it enough. So no pressure, but the like button are really awesome. Thank you for watching. I may go and get some caffeine. Goodbye.